Right, the next story quest is called Blades in Waiting, given to us by Sphene. We are just outside of the Outskirts in the Heritage Found zone. Here we go. Mayhap I'll take you up on your suggestion, only I am concerned that, given who I am, approaching those unaware of my return may only serve to confuse them further. Then why not speak with Mahuwsa? She works the fields at UPA's Halo, not far from here, says Krile. As one of those who came to see you off before a clash with Calyx, she will surely be glad to know you are safe and sound. What an excellent idea! I think I shall do just that. Thank you, Krile. Graha and Krile go one way. Y'shtola, Alisate, Sphene go the other, and I think I'm following that. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, there is like this. Oh, yeah, I remember talking to her a while ago. This fenced-in, like rectangular fenced-in area where there are some, basically bison or buffalo. Kind of walk, just a few, and some people tending them. Maybe it's for milk or fur, but there's definitely not enough for meat. Here's Mahuwsa with a cutscene. She's a female, higher human that runs this ranch. Look who it is! Good to see you again, hale and healthy. I'm sorry we did not get word to you sooner. How is everyone? Well, nothing terrible befell us as such. The Neo-Regulator crowd did all start acting strange at the same time, though. Peppoane, Paul E, Paul O, A, Nancy E. Peppoane was one of them. I'm told the authorities are tending to him at a medical facility. You needn't worry. With the proper treatment, we'll soon have everyone back to their normal selves, says Alisate. I'm sure glad to hear that. I'd like to not lose any more friends if it can be helped. I also hear that the Queen Sphene who tried enticing us to become endless turned out to be an imposter. What kind of heartless villain preys on people's insecurities like that? This Sphene kind of just looks solemn at the ground. Yet despite the danger to yourselves, you and yours made sure to put a stop to it, if I understand things correctly. I nod. Then we owe you a debt of gratitude. It's up to each of us now to make the most of what you've given us. Sphene looks back up from this. We're alive because of you, and while we live and breathe, our future is ours to decide. Your broadcast was a message of hope. For me, for everyone. Sphene is just shocked nicely. Now I really should be going. We still have to keep things running without Peppoane and the others, and the Outskirts need all the spare hands they can get. She waves and walks out of the scene. Is there anything I might do? Sorry. Is there anything I might do to help heal the enthralled? Says Sphene. Quite a lot, in fact. I could very much use a mage of your ability, says Alisate. Actually, this would be a good opportunity to round up other arcane practitioners and teach everyone how to use the porxies. The knowledge will come in handy for treating Levin sickness as well, says Y'shtola. Wonderful! I shall petition Gosan to spread the word. And she runs out of the scene. Sphene. Your Outskirts tour is cancelled, 'twould seem, says Y'shtola to Alisate. Alisate just kind of shrugs. By the way, Mercy, Alphino told me that Kona arrived to escort Lamachi back to Tuliolal. Alphino himself will be returning to Alexandria momentarily, so between the two of us, I think we can sort out the treatment arrangements. Given all that, I had a mind to ask you a different favor. Would you mind looking in on Gulool Ja? According to Shale, he's been running around the kingdom, determined to personally solve every problem. Last you heard, he was pitching in over at the Drift Downs with Erenville. If you ask Tapu, I believe her name was, she should be able to point you in their general direction. Okay, that was all Alisate, even though my accent probably didn't reflect that, because I suck. So we fly west. Oh. Over the wall, back down. Back to the little port area where we kind of found a way into this big old terminal station and then into the bigger... I don't know. I don't remember the exact sequence of events. But here's Tapu. I believe she is a blind bunny lady. Ah, I know that voice. And happy I am to hear it. We all prayed fervently for your safe return. Looking for Gulool Ja, are you? He was here, asking if we needed help with anything, or if we had noticed anyone who had been acting strangely. He sounded exhausted, so I told him we were fine for the moment, and insisted he take a rest. I can only hope he will heed my advice. I believe he ran off towards the ruins of old Alexandria. He always did seem to like it there. Yeah, memories. That was one of those follow missions where you didn't want to get caught. And that's how we met the robot version of the Alexandrian Knight dude, who I can't remember his name right now. Here's Gulool Ja and Aaronville looking over the abandoned, but not like destroyed in any real sense of the word. It's like probably 90% still intact little coastal town here. So, talking to Gulool Ja to continue with a cutscene.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you. Voice acted.
It's been a trial, hasn't it?
I just kind of shrug.
We heard from Kona. He said that Lamachi is in no immediate danger and should make a full recovery.
Vow of resolve indeed. Resolved to be as reckless as ever. She might spare a thought for us helpless spectators from time to time.
Oh, we're getting little spikes. Helpless spectators is where it spiked. Little lag spike.
You and Lamachi and all the others fought so bravely for Alexandria. And what did I do?
What did I do? You're tiny, dude.
I was useless, even with the king's authority.
You're a child, man. Stop being so down on yourself.
If I were strong, more people might still be alive.
Well, that part could be true, technically, but not a whole lot more.
But I'm weak. So weak.
You're weak in comparison to an adult. You're probably pretty strong for a child. Especially in comparison to, like, human children. My options are, you'll grow into your strength, or those who know weakness first often become the strongest. I don't know which one's better. Calling him weak first? Or like, I guess both kind of call him. Those who know weakness first often become the strongest. I started out level 1, bruh. Level 1 Conjure. No, was it Lancer or Conjure that I started first? I don't remember. But he's looking at me, wipes tears from his eyes. I give him a nod and smile. He gives a nod after wiping the tears. Aaronville nods as well.
That's right. And you have your whole life ahead of you. We all start somewhere.
Ahead of you. Maybe it is my computer, but it doesn't happen the entire night. It's weird that if it were internet related, it would be happening.
Actually, there's something I'd like you to see.
It's weird that it would happen now, because 1:30 on a Friday isn't generally... Unless, well... There are... Well, when I was growing up, there were people that got off work. Like, they had half-days Fridays. Like, I think either every Friday was a half-day, or every other Friday was a half-day? I don't know. So, I mean, it could be the time when people are getting home, getting on the internet, and overwhelming the bandwidth. Or somebody nearby could have recently taken up, because this hasn't happened forever. Like, it's only happened like the last couple weeks, maybe not even that long, but somebody nearby could have taken up downloading or torrenting in general. I don't know. All right, let's go see what you want. Show me. He walks toward the coastal abandoned town. The cutscene just transitions to that. There's a cliff with a sword, a kind of a black sword, sticking into the ground like a long sword. Just still one-handed, but long sword. And right next to that are two long swords that are white, kind of bone white.
My father and Odysseus' swords. I asked Lamachi to bring them here.
So his dad, which was... what was his dad's name? Gulool Ja? There's... Yeah, I don't remember all the Jajas and Gulools and Bakuls and whatever.
I've decided to train under a Landsguard soldier and become a swordsman.
Otis was the name of the ex-Alexandrian knight who had his entire mind or whatever put into that robot. He was cool.
That's a big commitment.
I'm still not sure if I want to be the king of Resolve, but I want to be strong enough to protect the people I love. So I'll train as hard as I can, and then I'll come back here when I'm ready to take up these blades.
All three of them?
That's the path I've decided on.
He's determined. Determined stance.
Good for you, Gulool Ja. I look forward to seeing your progress.
When I'm bigger and stronger, you'll spar with me, won't you?
I don't want to embarrass you, bro. But I look shocked at the question, but still nod and smile, and then do the fist and palm gesture. Wipe the floor with you, little man. Although pretty soon you'll probably tower over me, as the Mahuwsa Ja tend to. Alright, cutscene fades. We talk to Gulool Ja to continue. Thank you both for listening. I'll take it one step at a time and stick with what I know for now. Like cooking the meals that Otis taught me and keeping everyone's bellies full. How does that sound? Sounds like a fine idea. Everyone's been working hard, so I'm sure a good meal would be much appreciated. I still can't do that accent, so I'm sorry. He sounds Indian. Well, I think we've passed a milestone here. Even though I'm white, it's for some reason me trying to do Scandinavian just comes out Indian. I mean, when I first met Aaronville, okay, I believe the sequence is you go to the Crystarium first. So you get introduced, I believe, to all of those accents first. Like all the bunny people are kind of Scandinavian, and then after that you spend an entire freaking expansion, I think, doing with a lot of like Indian or Middle Eastern accents. I'm sorry for not knowing the distinction. So I did a lot of those because I do try to mimic-ish the voice that that the voice actor was doing. Whatever. But I can't. I couldn't switch back to Scandinavian, and that's not even saying that I was doing a good Scandinavian before that. So anyway. What about the back room? If you haven't already, I'd expect Shale and the others would appreciate you stopping by to say hello. If it sounds to you like I'm doing a decent Scandinavian, just let me know so that I don't always feel so ashamed, but it's okay. I can live in the shame. I am not a professional voice actor. At no point in time have I ever thought that I was particularly good at accents. But I try, gosh darn it. Oh, and that's why it's called Blades in Waiting, because the blades are, yeah, okay, got it now. I was busy lamenting my bad, yeah. To the back room. I really hope it's like, these little lag spikes are not my computer just reaching a point where it needs to be replaced. I've had it for, I think I've been, okay, so I moved here in the middle of September 2022. No. Okay. Pandemic happened. I was in California for a while still. Moved to back home to the Tri-Cities in 2021 January. And then I believe it was the end of February 2022 that I moved to Pittsburgh. And then I was in Nashville 2022 September, because that relationship went by pretty fast. So 2022 September, we are now approaching 3 years here. And I purchased this computer while I was still in Pittsburgh. So at like maybe 3.25 years old. Which I don't think is old for a computer. It doesn't have the best cooling system. Like, there's a fan in the back that doesn't, it's working right now, it's actually doing something. But periodically I will look at it and it just will not be moving. It'll just be done, it'll be stopped. I don't understand, like, if maybe the cause is when the computer notices that it is heating up, then it turns on, but I think it should just be on all the time. But whatever. Anyway. Let me into the back room, Tassos. Let me in. We talked to Shale to complete this quest. Mercy. Oh, thank the stars you're safe. I heard the reports, of course, but there's no substitute for actually seeing it. Welcome back. We have so much to thank you for. I don't remember what her voice sounds like. I remember it being pretty calm and like this, maybe like this. I'm Shale. Maybe I don't even think there was much of an accent. Could have been more American sounding. I don't know. Anyway, Blades in Waiting is complete. I think this might be my last video. It's first and last for the night. But I'm gonna actually... Okay, so this looks like it might be the last, like the actual last quest. Okay, I'm gonna do that. So, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.